Hello, Nistas and Nistas. How are you today? Welcome back to the channel. I want to thank you guys for coming back to the channel. I'm SavingsFashionista. And over here, we do mainly things fragrance, whether it's body or home. And today we are here to talk fragrances. And I want to share with you fragrance combinations that I wore the week of August. All right, so starting on Sunday, you guys, it was very simple, but it was so good. I wore Honeycomb by Bath and Body Works. Now, the fragrance notes in here are fragranted with sweet shade and golden honey with a warm, addictive scent. They could have not given a better description of this fragrance because it is indeed addictive. This smells so good to me, you guys. I think honey is going to be my fall fragrance, although this is befitting for year round. But this fragrance was very long lasting on me. And I cannot wait until we get another wellness sale where I can get all parts of it so I can layer it really, really good. And I just added a new fragrance to my collection that has a really sweet honey and honeycomb note in it. I am so excited about it. This is so good. This is everything that the girlies raved about. I'm new to this because I wasn't really around when this was a thing some time ago, but I have it now and I am so excited about it. So this was my scent of the day for Sunday. Now moving on into Monday, I wore something else from the wellness line. This is Rain and Water. They do smell very similar. They almost look like they belong together. This description is fragranted with notes of watery raindrops and clean white lavender for a fresh and crisp scent. And this is exactly that. It's fresh, it's crisp, it's very sinus friendly. It's just one of those fragrances that's easy to wear to bed and you can just put it on for gym. It's just one of those type of scents. So this was my body care that I layered on Monday. And then I went in with Pacific Rock Moss by Goldfield and Banks. This is so good, you guys. It has fragrance notes of Italian lemon, sage, moss, geranium, and Virginia cedar. This is good. This is so good. This is definitely a unisex fragrance. In my opinion, it's not too masculine. It's not too feminine. It is just right. And the lasting power, it is so good, especially on extremely hot days. This is the perfect fragrance. So that was my fragrance combination for Monday. All right, so on Tuesday, you guys, I started this new process for me on how I'm applying multiple fragrance. I am a big fan of Travalia over on YouTube, not YouTube, over on Instagram and TikTok. Love her content. And sometimes she do this like top and bottom or front and back situation with her fragrances. So I decided to do a top and a bottom. And you guys, I have really been enjoying this. So on Tuesday, I started off at the top with Bal D Afrique by Byredo. And this has fragrance notes of Amalfi lemon, black currant, bergamot, African orange flower, violet, jasmine, vetiver, musk, amber, and cedarwood. So this is definitely a it's like a sweet floral, a very mild sweet floral musk fragrance. That's what I get from this. I definitely get the florals, but they're like subtle and sweet florals. They're not like green or grassy. And then that musk that's in here is absolutely beautiful. So this was my top for Tuesday. Then my bottom, I went in with Apollonia by Xerjoff. This is a beautiful, sophisticated musk. I tell you guys, every time I see this bottle or wear this fragrance, I think of Audrey Hepburn on Breakfast at Tiffany's standing in front of that door, that window. I really enjoy this fragrance when I do wear it. It has tons of white florals. It has some orris and it has a very high musk note. So that was my fragrance combination for Tuesday. On Wednesday, I started off with Patiala by Thameen. And this is such a beautiful fragrance, you guys. This is definitely a rosy fragrance that has a little sweetness in it. And to me, it is best for spring and summer, but you can wear what you want to wear when you want to wear it. I would definitely recommend getting if you want something just a little stronger, the Peregrina, but the Peregrina is just a little bit more gourmand than this, but this Patiala smells so good. It has fragrance notes of orange blossom, rose, amber, oak moss, and musk. So this was my top for Wednesday. And my bottom for Wednesday was Gentle Fluidity Go by Mason Francis Kurkdjian. And this fragrance here and a few other fragrances, they could actually be brothers and sisters. They are in the same fragrance family and they smell very similar to one another. I think I have probably 4 or 5 fragrances that has that sweet, rosy, gourmand type of fragrance, but these pair really well. So this was my bottom. And it has fragrance notes of vanilla, amber, musk, woodsy notes, juniper, nutmeg, and coriander. Smells so good together. That was my fragrance for Wednesday. Now moving on into Thursday. Thursday, you guys, was a treat. This was really, really good. Actually, all of these were good in my opinion. I almost wanted to do a repeat this week. But I started off with Peach's Revenge by Sarah Baker. This should have been way more popular than it's popular, but it should have been way more popular. It'll probably really shine next year once everybody get into it, but this is so good. Oh my. This has peach, it has guava, it has vanilla, it has some nectarine, it has caramel, amaretto, ginger, cinnamon, amber, orris, musk, and cardamom. This is boozy and sexy, but it still gives you like that kitty type of peach candy that's super sweet. It gives you like the peach. It kind of puts you in the mind of those little peach rings with a booziness to it. That's what I get from this. It is so good. So, so good. So this was my top, and my bottom was Sunset Hour by Goldfield and Banks. So good. This has desert peach, raspberry, jasmine sambac, ginger, pink pepper, sandalwood, cashmere wood, and benzoin. And this was my bottom. This is a really nice unisex fragrance, but I do think that it leans a little bit more feminine than it does masculine, but I think that it would mix really well with a more masculine fragrance. It just gives you the right amount of sweetness. This is good, you guys. This is so good, really good. So this was my top for Thursday, and this was my bottom. Really enjoyed it. Peaches Revenge and Sunset Hour. Now moving on into Friday. Friday, I was so excited about this because I got this from one of my lovely supporters. Lovely supporters. She's so supportive. She always keep me in the know as far as sending me information, and that means a lot. You know, like if you get some information about when something's out or if it's already in the store, because this is not my life. I really enjoy doing this, but this is not my life. And some things I miss. And I so appreciate you. She know who she is. Thank you so very much. And with that being said, I have had quite a few of my followers DM me or ask me if I had a PO box. So I now have a PO box that will be posted in the link below, in the description below. So if you want to send me samples or things that you just want to get off your hands or a note, I'm open for it. So now I have a PO box and you can see that linked below. So thank you all so very much. I greatly appreciate you. So I started off at the top with Alien Goddess, and this is what she sent me. She says she didn't particularly care about it because it has too many white florals for her, but it is so beautiful. Yes, this is Alien Goddess The Intense. I have been intending to get this fragrance, but I just never got around to it. And boy, what have I been missing. This is really good. This has fragrance notes of coconut, bergamot, jasmine, sambac, jasmine tea, vanilla, benzoin, and cashmere. So this was my top, Alien Goddess Intense. And then I went in with nothing other than KayAli Utopia Vanilla Cocoa 21. Y'all know how good this is. You already know. This has coconut milk, honeysuckle, pear blossom, Italian lemon, tuberose, jasmine sambac, gardenia done correctly, amaret, bourbon vanilla, sandalwood, and musk. These pair so well together. This is another set that could be like sisters. They smell so similar. They give you that coconut, exotic vacation vibe. It's very pretty. It has the white florals and the coconut. It doesn't give me any type of sunscreen undertone. I don't get that with either one of these. It's just coconut floral goodness. So this was my fragrance combination for Friday, you guys. Now moving on into Saturday. Now, this fragrance has been on my wish list for a while. I have been waiting for another 20% off. It's like when I find out that there's another 20% off, I've either gone over my budget or the 20% off is not available anymore and I want 20% off. So this fragrance, I was able to get this particular product for free with another fragrance that I purchased from the company, and it came from Navitas Parfums, and this is AI the Great's second creation, Amorous Intense, the one in the green. I don't have that one yet. So I'm like, okay, let me go ahead and order it so I can sample it. I was willing to blind buy it once I got it at the price that I wanted to. It didn't matter, but now I don't have to blind buy it. And I'm going to secure this really, really soon, as I can get me a 20% off. But this, it is really long lasting and it has a little punch. It has some punch to it. So these all over body sprays that they have come out with, they are really nice. I'm not really sure if I will pay $75 for it, but in my opinion, they're really, really nice. And this fragrance is everything. This is everything that I anticipated it to be. I'm looking down, you guys, because I want to give you the fragrance notes. Okay, so for Amorous Intense, we have apple, pear, almond, rum, ylang, coffee, sugarcane, caramel, whipped cream, and cinnamon. AI girl, you did your thing with this one. Yes, you did. Oh, this is good. So I'm going to leave a picture of the original bottle. This is just the all over spray and it is really nice. Really enjoy. So I didn't do top to bottom because I was so excited about this. I did an all over body with this. So it was no top and bottom on this particular day with this. This was so good. This was my Saturday daytime and I paired it with Mood Ring by Fleur. Now this is also fruity goodness. It has notes of fruit, dragon fruit, orange, jasmine sambac, orange blossom, marigold, musk, patchouli, and amber. This is a nice fragrance. I just wish that this fragrance lasted longer on my skin than it does, but it pairs absolutely beautiful with this body mist. And this is the body spray for Amorous Intense. So that was my fragrance for Saturday in the daytime. Then hubby called, told me to get dressed. We were going to go out on Saturday evening. And this is what I wore. And it was so good. I started off on the top with Sunplosion by Simone Andrioli. This is just tropical ecstasy. I can't explain it any other way. Pardon me for looking down because I'm looking for the scent notes. Yes, this is so good. This gives me like that same candy type of vibe that you get with Peach's Revenge, but it's not kitty candy. It's still that candy sweetness and everything else that it has going on with it that gives it a very mature and sexy fragrance. Oh, this is good. It has mango, guava, coconut water, lime, hibiscus, and sandalwood. So this was my fragrance for the top. And then for the bottom, you guys, one of my favorites. And every person that I have shared this fragrance with, I have shared this fragrance with like 3, 4 different people. When I share the decants with them, I kid you not, I haven't heard from one of them, but 3 out of the 4, well, one of them, I've talked to them, but they didn't talk about the fragrance. 3 out of the 4 people have said that this was their favorite out of the decants that I shared with them. And this is Lamar by KayAli. You guys, I tell you all the time, I think this is sweet pineapple Baccarat Rouge. That's the vibe that it gives me. This is so good. This has fragrance notes of pineapple, red berries, apple, cardamom, coriander, Bulgarian rose, Turkish rose, magnolia, jasmine sambac, musk, vanilla, amber, cedarwood, cashmere, and moss. So that was my fragrance combination for Saturday night. Top, bottom, and it smelled so good. It was so good. So good. So you guys, those are my fragrance for the week of August 4th. I am going to continue to do some top and bottoms. I really like that, especially when I'm wearing a dress or a skirt, and you constantly get that whiff of that fragrance along with what you have going on at the top, and it just smells so good. And I really enjoyed these fragrance combinations that I did this week. If you want to share any of your fragrance combinations, you are welcome to do so in the comments below. I greatly appreciate you, and do not forget, you, yes, you are great. Bye-bye.